What a terrible week to be a normal Democrat. You have 20 choices and none of them make any sense. They're either crazy or they're boring. And that's no way to go through life. First, the crazy. We got a steaming hot bag of it.
Cada persona en nuestra democracia. Cada votante.
Senator Harris, I'm so sorry. We will let all of you speak. Senator Harris.
La situación ahora es inaceptable.
On this issue, we have to think about how this affects real people.
Why are you defending private insurance?
That's why we need to pass the Equality Act.
On January 20th, 2021, we'll say adios to Donald Trump.
Judging from that, I don't think so. But hey, the upside, at least the country's mental health professionals are breathing a sigh of relief that we have 20 nuts safely in one place. But that's okay. My favorite nut cake, this beautiful nut cake.
My first call is to Prime Minister of New Zealand, who said that her goal is to make New Zealand the place where it's the best place in the world for a child to grow up. And I will tell her girlfriend you were so on, because the United States of America is going to be the best place in the world. But one of my first phone calls would be to call the European leaders and say, we're back. Mr. President, if you're listening, I want you to hear me, please. You have harnessed fear for political purposes, and only love can cast that out. So sir, I have a feeling you know what you're doing. I'm going to harness love for political purposes. I will meet you on that field, and sir, love will win.
I believe her! She is captivating. I mean, literally, I think she might hold you captive. She's like the older, sexy suspect from a 1989 Columbo episode. The celebrity psychic who may have killed her young, unfaithful tennis pro boyfriend. The title of the episode? Game, Set, Murder. Oh, man, but I love her. Every time she talked, I felt like I was bathing in warm crazy. Unlike loud crazy, like this fella.
We will have Medicare for all, when tens of millions of people are prepared to stand up and tell the insurance companies and the drug companies that their day is gone.
Oy vey. He's a cross between a Bolshevik and the guy at the deli demanding more dill in his egg salad. But Biden didn't fare well either.
I agree that everybody, once they, in fact, they should... Anyway, my time's up. I'm sorry.
You don't want to say when your time is up. You might as well say, hey, can I go home now? But he had one great moment, which we placed on a loop for your enjoyment. Check this out. I love this. What? Hey, what's going on, isn't it? What? What? It's like someone actually invaded his space for once. I vote for him just for that look. Now, in the first debate, Corey got the most airtime and he stunk. Tulsi got the least and wasn't half bad. The lesson, the leftists are like children. Better to be seen and not heard, because what you hear is always crazy. But when they weren't nuts, they were boring. The first debate had the energy of competitive gardening. A slew of cloned robots trying their best to appear human. The host didn't help either. They kept asking people to raise their hands like this. So, who washed your hands after using the restroom? So how boring was Wednesday? Well, on a scale from 1 being soccer to 10 being soccer, Wednesday was an 11. And who do you blame for this? Who else? Of course, Trump. Simply by existing, Trump has made politicians and their phony platitudes painfully predictable. Trump has remade politics by not being a politician, which is why this batch all sound and act alike. There's just too many of them. They're reproducing like gremlins without the fur or the personality. It's hard to keep track. If only there were a drug.
You should do your homework on this issue. If you did your homework on this...
This is terrible. There's just too many candidates, and they all sound the same.
Sounds like you need some Combin X.
Oh, no, you again. Is this another one of those crazy drugs?
Not at all. I'm just trying to open your mind, man. It's all natural and it's from the earth. What do you say? Want to give it a shot?
All right. How's it work?
Combin X is the revolutionary new drug that...
Hey! You just said it wasn't a drug.
Too late, pal. We're already in the animation part. Combin X is the revolutionary new drug that takes the genetic code of all the Democratic candidates and synthesizes it into a single pill. Just one dose, and instead of hearing 23 people, you'll hear a single voice that sums them all up in just a few seconds.
I wouldn't mess with you.
Wow. That's so much better. But also worse.
Yep, that's the idea.
Now I'm reminded why I can't vote for any of these people. Thanks, Combin X.
Sure thing. Just don't take it a second time.
Why? What happens then?
Tons of man-made heat-trapping global warming pollution into the very thin shell of atmosphere surrounding our planet, as if it's an open sewer.
All right, I won't take it a second time. Thanks for the warning.
So get Combin X today. Side effects may include a Trump re-election.
Let's welcome tonight's guest. He's banged out more parts than an auto body shop. Founder of the not-for-profit film company, The Channel of Peace. That sounds nice. Actor Daniel Roebuck. His delivery is flatter than Kansas. Writer and comedian David Angelo. Her thoughts are deeper than her voice. Hard to believe. Host of Sincerely Cat on Fox Nation, Cat Tim. He needs to get his head out of the clouds, literally. My massive sidekick and host of Nuff Said on Fox Nation, Tyrus. Dan, you watched these debates, right?
I did. No.
No?
No, I'm going to tell you, look, I've been an actor for 45 years. Yes. You don't watch the rehearsal.
Yeah, really?
No, you don't. No, you watch the show.
Okay.
I'll watch when they put in the lead actors.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
None of these. What did you think of the clips? Anybody?
The clips? No, the clips are extraordinarily entertaining. I just don't think that's the show yet.
It's not the show.
No, we're out. We're like in Poughkeepsie. When it comes to Washington, then you watch the show. That's my feeling on it.
I disagree. Are you not telling me that Marianne Williamson is not the next president?
I would think you're a guy who loves love.
Yes, I do.
And unicorns.
Yes.
You should be in love with Marianne Williamson. She's perfect for you.
I love love so much that sometimes I've even paid for it. That came out wrong.
Right, we've all paid for it somewhere or another.
Yes, that's true.
Somewhere or another.
I just spit on myself. David, pick whoever you want to talk about.
Oh, boy. Well, the entire field was kind of just bonkers, right?
Yeah.
The whole lesson of 2016 for the Democrats was like, hey, we didn't connect with the working people, the regular folks in America and Ohio. And so now they're like, you know what we need? Just a bunch of communists. Just total insanity. When the debate started, Marianne Williamson, I was like, who is this wacko? And then by the end, I was like, she has some better points to be made. I like the idea of her being president, too. It's just like the Department of Chakras. This guy, totally upends the whole thing.
Yes.
It'd be fun. I think it'd be fun.
Yes, we begin bombing with crystals.
Yeah. She's in the situation room with the tarot cards going on. All right, what do we do here?
Yeah, she demands to know everybody's sign before they... All right, Kat, I think you're with me on Marianne Williamson, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's something else.
Oh, yeah, I love it. They were just like, so what's your plan for this? And she's like, love.
Yes.
The plan is love.
Yes.
Which sounds so nice. I really wish that were the case, that, the harder you loved, the better things would work out for you. But for me, it hasn't really been that way.
No.
I haven't really loved so hard and have it work out. It's more like I love really hard, and then he's like, Kat, what are you doing in the bushes outside my window? I broke up with you 4 months ago, and anyway.
When you look at can you put a picture up of her? You just had a picture of, she looks like, to me, a slightly unhinged Jacqueline Smith from the Charlie's Angels era, which, by the way, is amazing, Tyrus. Amazing. Do you feel the love?
No, I'm not much for love. Love tends to be expensive in court after it's over, so I try to avoid it as much as possible. And I can also say I've never paid for love. I would rather pay for a truck to run me over. But having said that, she was amazing.
Yeah.
And good for her.
Yeah.
It's not every day that someone tells New Zealand, you're going to be safe for children on my watch. I mean, she gave him a shout out and then threatened him.
Exactly.
Like, I was concerned at some point, was she going to attack the children of New Zealand to make her point if she's president? And she took a page out of Trump's book. President Trump got he's so great on the mic because he learned from wrestling. He learned from great wrestling. Muhammad Ali, Don King, guys who taught him how to make your point and be jazzy and whatever.
Yeah.
The only thing she missed is you have to use actual words. She was just rhyming sounds.
Yes.
Well, she was casting spells.
I mean, she was doing it. She grabbed it. She owned the night, and she was like, "What you gonna do, President Trump, when love and hugs come for you?" I mean, what's he gonna do? What's he gonna do?
Yeah.
And the only thing better than that was poor dear white Joe.
Yes. Yeah.
He gave Mr. President, I don't know if you're watching tonight, but here's your slogan for whenever we see each other again. Your time is up.
Yes.
No matter what he does. No matter what he does.
So true. It is so true.
Done.
No, it's true. You never, I mean, it's almost like he said, my Uber's here. I've got to go.
Here's my computer history, America. Yeah. Enjoy yourselves. Like, he's done.
Yeah. All right. I also love Swalwell. Swalwell is the guy, if you've ever worked and you had to go to like a human resources meeting that you're compelled to do, it's like your 401k or sexual harassment. He's the coworker who thinks by telling humorous jokes or whatever, everybody likes it, but he just makes the meeting longer.
Yeah.
What? He's already in Congress.
Yes.
That's the crazy. It's like, what district is that?
Yes.
Is that like the Children of the Corn district? Like, who's voting for him?
I don't know, but they're great. I hope he stays.